What is up, everybody? It's King Kuntha, and today I have another amazing World of Warcraft gold farming video. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you guys how you can make anywhere from about 30 to all the way up to about 80k in only an hour with this super simple farm, and you're going to pull out tons of transmog items that you can use to fill up your auction house, and they should sell off fairly quickly since you can literally just come out with a bulk supply of transmog from this instance. So, before I go ahead and keep just telling you about it, let's go ahead and show you where we're at. So, if you can see me getting beat upside the head by these Shattered Hand Berserkers, I am located here in Hellfire Peninsula. Now, we are down here near Hellfire Citadel. So, today, the instance we are going to be farming is the Hellfire Ramparts. Now, the Hellfire Ramparts is quite a very interesting instance. There's a lot of opportunity for transmog and not a lot of people farm it because most of the transmog gear is only selling for about 10 to 5k each, but on top of that you also have the opportunity for a lot of the world drops such as the Fellsteel Longblade, which sells for about 200k. So that's obviously why I didn't put the Fellsteel Longblade in the gold per hour estimate, because that item's pretty rare, but this farm is very RNG based. So first thing that you're going to want to do when you enter, you're going to want to have some form of movement speed increase. I recommend a druid. It's just all around the easiest class to farm any instance on. So there are a few mobs in this instance that will not follow you, such as these Bone Chewer Ravengers right here. These guys will not follow you, so it almost makes more sense to just go ahead and loot them up just as I did there. And as you can see, the rest of the instance is pretty straightforward. As you can see, they will not follow you over there, so you can either kill them or just leave them. I would kill them personally just because you have a good chance at getting some actually pretty good transmog out of this instance. And as you can see here, this instance is super linear. It's just running through and aggroing literally everything you can until you get to the end of the instance. Now again, since this was a Burning Crusade instance, there is no end to the instance, so you actually have to run back. And also, when you get to the end, there's also a little lore moment that lasts for about 30 seconds, and it might not seem very long, but since it only takes you on average about 3 minutes to run the instance anyways, it's kind of a pain in the butt because you really do have to sit and listen to it to actually run the entire thing and run out and reset it. But as you can see, all you're really going to do is just go pull everything, and that's really it. Now, when I come out of this instance, I generally have a bunch of 5, 10k transmog pieces, and they actually do add up fairly quickly. You will actually come out with just a ton of transmog pieces to go ahead and fill up your auction house. So that's actually why I recommend doing this farm. If you're a big gold farmer and you want to get into gold farming, this farm is perfect because you can literally, I guarantee you by the time you come out of here, you're going to come out with at least 10-15 pieces that you can actually realistically place on the auction house, and it actually has like a chance of, like selling, a good chance of selling. So that's obviously why I recommend doing this instance. It's a very good location. As you can see, you can kill this boss. It's up to you. Some of the bosses drop decent loot, as this one up here, he actually does drop some transmog gear, but the final boss, that little like moment of like lore or whatever that you have to sit there and listen to them all, it actually is kind of annoying, and you can't really get anything useful whatsoever from that boss anyways. So ideally you're just gonna nuke them, loot, and then run right out and all the way back to the instance. Now you can unstuck to go ahead and get back to the beginning of the instance. That's a method that I've seen a lot of people do. It's a method that works. You can do it, but you will hit instance lock. So I found that if you run back, you actually won't hit instance lock, and it kind of spreads your timeout perfectly. That's of course if you plan to keep farming this instance over and over again. You could always of course just go switch characters, do it again, but that it's really up to you guys how you're going to run this farm. But it is probably one of the most linear farms that I can really show you guys. As you can see here, I've pulled absolutely everything, and we're just going to wait for all of it to start getting down there. You do have to nuke the bottom portion like as soon as possible before you go ahead and enter the upper portion of this instance. I do want to go ahead and clarify that now. I didn't do it in this video just because I didn't want to sit here and nuke all these mobs for no reason, just to show you guys that I was doing it, but you do have to clear the bottom portion out first. So I would recommend just totally nuking all of them before you even get to this location. and then as you can see here, it's just sit here, loot, and the boss will start coming down. And then what you can do here is you can just nuke this guy, because this is the only character, or not character, NPC in the instance that has something worth getting. And as you can see, it's this big lore stupid moment. This chest doesn't really have anything useful in it, so you can just leave it. If you think there might be anything useful, I guess you can go ahead and loot it if you like, but it's definitely up to you. This instance is super easy to do, and I highly recommend you guys come check it out. If you're looking up for fillers to come fill up your auction house and possibly make a bunch of gold in the process, it's super good. And then also there's a little cheat here, as you can see. And we're right at the entrance again. We run out, respawn. So again, if you do run the entire instance and rerun it back, you will not hit instance lock, I have found, but if you do what I just did there, you will hit instance lock. So it's all dependent on how you want to use your time, and yeah, so that's really it for this farm. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut the video, and I'm going to talk about basically what's going on with Blizzard right now, all that drama and stuff. So if you're interested in listening to any of those rants or anything like that, go ahead and stay tuned, and we can talk about that together. And if you're not interested in it, well, thanks for watching. But I'm going to cut the video now, and we'll see you after the cut. Bye. Alright everybody, we're back after that cut, and I basically wanted to talk to you guys about Activision's basically takeover of Blizzard and all that's happening right now. So if you guys haven't seen this video already, I definitely encourage you guys to go look it up. It's by Belluar Gaming, and he always creates great content, and I believe it's the newest video he just uploaded. It's titled "Uh-oh, 100 Layoffs," and I will link it in the description below in his channel and everything. But it's a very informative video, and in it he actually talks about the layoffs that are occurring at Blizzard right now due to Activision, and he actually goes into further detail about how the financial side of Blizzard is actually starting to call more of the shots, and it's starting to take over basically the lore side of Activision, if you get what I mean. So basically by that what I mean is such as if there was a meeting to create, you know, another expansion or something for Blizzard, in a situation where people who are in charge of financials would never be invited to that meeting because it's about development issues, they're being invited to it, and their input is being, you know, added to the development issues, if you know what I mean. So the idea of having the financial department oversee everything that the development department does can be a little bit scary, and actually in Belluar's video he talks about how he believes that this is really not good for World of Warcraft, and he actually goes in and talks more about that in the video. But I also happen to agree. I don't I'm a little bit worried with the route they're taking. I believe we all saw the new bundle that they released recently, that See You Later bundle. We all know the story behind that, we all know what that is, and it seems like it's kind of pushing back the problem. And I think I'm worried about the same thing that everybody else is worried about too. I'm worried that all the games are going in the direction of, I hate to say it, but you know, it's hard to explain, but I want to, you know, Fortnite's idea with all the cosmetics and stuff like that. I don't want World of Warcraft to end up something like that, okay? That is not what I want. The idea of doing limited edition bundles and stuff like that, that's not what I want the game to be. When I started playing World of Warcraft, there wasn't anything you could just go buy. You know, you had to go get everything yourself. You wanted that new piece of gear? Alright, go farm 30 hours and hope you get it off the drop. But that was actually the fun. That's what people wanted to play. That's what I wanted to play. That's why I enjoyed playing in the game. And I believe my channel is an extension of myself, and I believe people that watch my channel tend to enjoy the things that I do, and I only make content that I enjoy, so I enjoy farming, you know, this older world content, doing those grinds to get that gear. My favorite grind, my most favorite grind I ever remember was trying to hunt down the spirit beast on my hunter, my level 90 hunter back in Mists of Pandaria. I love that. I love hunting down the spirit beast back in Wrath of the Lich King and all that. It was amazing. It was such an amazing experience, you know? And I don't want it to eventually come to a point when I start seeing bundles, you know, for transmog gear, and then bundles for, you know, I don't know where the end is, and it just got me a little worried, honestly, and it's a little disappointing also at the same time, but it's also, I don't know, either way, they could take it in an amazing direction, and we could have the game we always wanted. The chances of that, I believe, are a little bit slimmer than the chances of them changing World of Warcraft into just a money-making machine, which I understand, you know, I understand that's the way they're all going and everything like that. I'm just saying I don't like seeing that happen. So if you guys like this video, and you guys have any comments or anything, if you agree with what I said, if you disagree with what I said, let me know in the comments down below. I want to hear your guys' input. I want to hear what you guys think. I want to hear what you guys feel. I just want to know, like, your guys' general opinion of, you know, the direction that it's going in. And also, I believe I stressed this enough, but also go check out Belgar's video. It's amazing. It's in the link in the description below. Definitely go check that video out. It's artfully made. It's beautiful. And yeah, anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions and comments and all that good stuff down below. And also comment the hashtag GoonSquad if you want to have your comment hearted. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.